Alright, here we go. First time trying to record using a janky camera stand and solder at the same time. This ought to be interesting. So, I've already tinned the interior part of the cup that I'm going to be sticking the wire into, and I've already twisted and tinned the end of my wire here. For this example, I'm not going to bother sliding these on first, but normally you would slide this on like this and then put your shrink tubing over that and then get it away from the heat source. During this process, this whole thing is going to get pretty hot, but you want this as far away from the heat source as possible. That way it doesn't melt. Okay, what you want to do is either support this, the piece you're soldering to, or the wire. In this case, I'm using the wire. I'm using it on the wire, and I'm going to use it as a support. So let me turn this at an angle where I can see it. Okay. Now I've got my soldering iron set to 800 degrees. Hot is always good. And here we go for my first time trying to solder on camera. Let me adjust this thing a little bit. So I have the wire all the way into the cup fully. Clean my tip here. By the way, if you're not sure how to clean your tip, the best way to do it is to just stab and twist. Stab and twist. And then it should come out nice and shiny like that. And then once it comes out, you just want to re-tin it and then shake it off. And that'll get you going. And then once it's to that point, you can start your soldering. So I usually add a little bit of solder and then bring it down on the part and add solder till it's making really good contact. And press. So you should feel the wire kind of collapse a little bit under your pressure. Once you feel that, you're on the right path. And then once it's connected, I usually just, clean it up a little bit, but pressing it down pretty well, I think we're done. So now, take this out, and I should have a pretty good solder joint. And there you go. And then you're gonna get your shrink tube down over it. In this case, I'm gonna use my little lighter, shrink that tube on there, and then this will slide down over the whole shebang like that. So making sure I got this on camera. In the end, once it's snapped together, it'll be like that. And that's how you connect an XT90 to a high gauge wire.